Hello and welcome to today's video. Every single Monday the content is chosen by you, the viewers. So if there is a song or an album you'd like me to check out or review, then be sure to let me know in the comments section below, and one will be chosen every single week. And in today's video we'll be taking a look at the track Paradise, I Think, by the American pop punk band All My Friends Are Cats. I have covered the band previously on the channel when they contacted me in the summer about checking out their debut studio album The Way I Used To, and I was very impressed by what I got to hear. Considering they only recorded the drums in a studio, the rest of it was recorded, mastered and mixed at home, it was a really impressive showing from a band that was just getting going. Many of them have just actually graduated from university in Pittsburgh, so they're actually kind of now just playing some local shows and things like that, but great to see them putting in such a strong effort just to really start off their musical career, considering they've only been actually officially a band since March of this year. And they then contacted me again about this latest single. So will it be Paradise or will it be just a false hope? Let's take a look at exactly how it sounds.
Oh, I just messed up.
Sorry, with this track, I'm getting kind of a feeling that it kind of is looking at the idea of maybe like a post-breakup discussion. This idea of so enjoy the sound of the rain, but I doubt you would feel the same if it was you out in the cold. This one person has been left out in this relationship. They've been left out to dry almost. They've been left kind of feeling a little bit cold, a bit disjointed from this other person. We could see that from that opening verse. So easy to please, and yet you were still so reluctant to show me. So there's still this disparity in this relationship, but it's only kind of coming to a head now that things seems to have broken off and this discussion is kind of coming to place. The things I want but don't need. So you were giving me the things that I wanted but not what I was ultimately looking for and needing from this relationship, at least for the most part. So not really feeling too satisfied in this relationship. That's certainly the idea that it's giving off so far. And music, I really like how a lot of these layers are really coming. It's something they did very impressively on the album, really mixing in lots of different things. I love the subtle use of the piano keys as well, just to kind of give it that slightly softer touch. And we've all got these slightly hazy styled guitars as well, but everything's really kind of layered together very, very well. They do quite well with the production, this band, in the way they produce them and kind of put the songs together. I do really like though that little key section really just coming in at the end of the chorus. It's just like a nice way just to really instrumentally just add a bit more to the track. And so you hate the sound of me saying just give it a week and nothing will have changed since yesterday. This idea that you kind of try and raise these issues in this relationship, or you tried to during it when it was running its course, but nothing changed. It really didn't work. No matter how much time you effectively give it, it was just too late almost. So I like that reference to the idea of give it a week since yesterday. It's kind of just no matter how much time we spend on trying to fix things, unfortunately it just wasn't able to be, and that led to the breakdown or the dissolution of this relationship. So you can really see it kind of almost forming that discussion style with the delivery of the lyrics as well. It's not too aggressive, it's not too soft, it really just feels like a natural kind of conversation, but only coming from one particular side. Yeah, quite a nice little interesting track coming from the band. Rhythmically had quite a lot going for it. I really like the way they actually layered everything together. The production was really clean and a lot of the instruments, you didn't have the guitars really outweighing the bass. Everything kind of got brought to an equal level. There wasn't really one thing at the forefront, and certainly we could just kind of see just very simple and very easy kind of chorus and lyrics really coming in that were able to just, were quite memorable. They were very easy to get on board with. At times it maybe could have been expanded a little bit more in terms of the lyrical content, but I'm kind of being a little bit nitpicky there. But just like kind of very easy to touch on some of the simple ideas. So enjoy the sound of the rain, this idea of it being very cold and wet outside, the idea of being left out in the dark. So a few different ideas really coming through. And so you hate the sound of me saying that constant idea of just this constant nagging that this person just doesn't want to put up with, doesn't want to hear about this other person's kind of issues or what they want to raise in a relationship. So definitely the idea that it seemed to give off with this track, and certainly another good showing from the band. They're certainly developing as they seem to be continually releasing music, and they're certainly kind of finding their footing certainly as well with some of this music they have been working on. But certainly they've definitely nailed down a lot of the rhythm section and a lot of the backing track, and they're also providing these very simple hooks and choruses that are really easy to get on board with, very memorable and easy to sing along to, which certainly is a very core element for any band that's trying to delve into some elements of pop punk and things like that, or taking different elements from that style. So that will be everything for today's video, but as always, feel free to let me know your thoughts about this track in the comments section below. If you did like what you got to hear, then be sure to check out the band's debut album, The Way I Used To. I will post links to their Spotify and things like that in the description of this video. Also, if you'd like to see more content like this, then please do feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Audio Analysis.